thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been...
Good afternoon, everybody, folks. Welcome back aboard to Realltom Football. It is Saturday. It is 3 p.m. nearly. Not quite, though, but we're close to it. And we've got the 3 o'clock kickoffs to look forward to. All the 3 p.m.s in the UK and some of the fixtures around the globe as well will be kept an eye on by me. So do join us for all the Premier League and EFL action at 3 o'clock in just a moment's time.
Time for cities and towns to start dreaming again. Walking in the footsteps of giants. I do not believe my eyes. This is extraordinary. Greatness awaits.
Good evening, good afternoon, everybody, folks, and welcome back aboard to Realltom Football. My name is Tom, and I'll bring you the watch-along, folks, this afternoon for the 3 o'clock focus, which is where we bring you guys action from the Premier League at 3 o'clock on selected game weeks, and this is one of those selected game weeks. So if you do watching the replay, please do make sure that you are leaving a like on the stream, hit that subscribe button if you are new. And thank you very much indeed, folks, to everybody who's joined us here today. And your kickoffs are coming your way at 3 o'clock for Chelsea against Brighton of Albion, Crystal Palace against Liverpool, Leeds United against AFC Bournemouth, and Manchester City against Burnley. All of those games are kicking off at 3 o'clock in the 3 o'clock focus. A good afternoon, folks. I hope we're all doing well. The feature game is Crystal Palace against Liverpool, but the top of our Premier League list is showing us Chelsea against Brighton and Albion. So we are going to be having Stamford Bridge as the backdrop for this particular edition of the 3 o'clock focus. So yes, I hope you're all doing well. And we are just about to get going, folks, because we have got some team news to read out to you guys. So we won't take much longer. Let's quickly get through that right now. Let's head over right away to PremierLeague.com, where we can take a check on the team news for you guys and get it all through the window ahead of the kickoffs. There is 4 3 o'clock kickoffs today. Once again, I'll reiterate them. It's Chelsea against Brighton of Albion, Crystal Palace are against Liverpool, with Leeds United taking on AFC Bournemouth, and Manchester City against Burnley. All of those games kicking off at 3 o'clock in the Premier League, and we'll be having our eyes on plenty of other action as well. So let's remove Jordan Henderson from our ears and let's get started right away. We're going to start with the top game, which is Chelsea against Brighton of Albion. So let's take a check on the team news for that one. We'll also have SofaScore on hand, which is going to be our number one tools today. And of course, in about 10 minutes time, we're going to log into Soccer Saturday, where we are going to be having them. Keep an eye on all the 3 p.m. kickoffs for us as well. Okay. So let's go into our team news then for this game between Chelsea and Brighton of Albion then. So we've got Mark Cucurella beginning in goal, beginning in goal. Rob Sanchez beginning in goal, a back 4. He's made it back off suspension pretty quickly, hasn't he? He must have served it in midweek for the Lincoln game, I presume, because it was only a 1-match ban because it was Dogson. Back 4 then. We've got Reece James alongside Trevor Chalobah, Joro Hatton. Don't think I've heard of you before. And Mark Cucurella in the back 4. Midfield split into 2 parts. A defensive 2 of Moises Caicedo and Andre Santos. Behind a attacking 3 of Pedro Neto, Enzo Fernandez and Estevao. Then leading the front, it is João Pedro, the former Brighton man, in fact. And on Chelsea's bench, we have Jamie, Bino, Gittins, Benoit Badiashile, Philip Jorgensen, Malo Gusto, Tyreek George, Josh Ashimpong, Guyu, Romeo Lavia, and Alejandro Garnacho. There are a lot of players out for Chelsea. I will read all of them for you. Levi Colwill is out. Benoit Badiashile was doubtful. He has made the team, but is doubtful. Cole Palmer out altogether. Facundo Buonanotte out. I think it's due to something to do with his former club. What reasons? I don't know to be exact. Mikhailo Modric is permanently suspended and has retired from football, so we don't need to really take notice of him because he's now an Olympian. I think Romeo Lavia was doubtful. He made the team. Liam Delap and Dario Asugo both out. Josh Ashimpong and Mark Guyu were both doubtful. They have made the team. Wes Fofana and Tosin Adrabayo both out. And João Pedro was a doubtful, but he's made the starting 11. So lots of players there with doubtfuls on their name for Chelsea. Bart Verbruggen begins in goal then for Brighton, a back 4 of Joel Veltman, Jan-Paul Van Hecke, Lewis Dunk and Ferdy Kadioglu plays behind a midfield which is split into 2 parts. Defensive 2 of Carlos Baliba and Yasin Iyari behind. Your attacking 3 of Yankuba Minter, Diego Gomez and Karim Atoma behind. Lone striker Jorginho Rutter, and on the bench is Brian Gruder, Stefanos Tsitsipas, Danny Welbeck, James Milner, Olivier Boscagli, Jason Steele, Mats Vifa, Maxim de Kuiper, and Diego Capola. And then for Brighton, they have got only 3 players out. They're all out though. It's Young and Jack Hinshelwood, Solly March, and Adam Webster, who are unavailable for Brighton altogether today. And that's 1 game out of 4 ticked off. We've got 10 minutes to go till the kickoffs are going to be commencing. Let's move on to Crystal Palace, who are against Liverpool. It is the big game of the 3 o'clock kickoffs, you have to say, with these two being rivals of their own reason. Jordan Henderson begins in goal, then a back 3 of Chris Richards, Maxence Lacroix, and Mark Gahey, the captain, who was, of course, was one of those players who could have joined Liverpool but didn't, in the back 3. Midfield is a 4 of Tarek Mitchell, Daichi Kamada, Adam Wharton, and Daniel Munoz. Then a front 3, which is a diamond front 3 of Pino, Ismail Assar, and John-Philippe Mateta. On the bench for Oliver Glasner, Jefferson Lerma, Eddie Nketiah, Christantus Uche, Will Hughes, JD Canvert, Borna Souza, Remy Matthews, and Justin Deveni. And then unavailable for Palace. It is injuries all being checked. Amada Correa, Chadi Riyad, Walter Benitez, and Caleb Kapoha all out for them. Then we move into Liverpool team, which sees Alisson in goal, a back 4 of Milos Kerkez, Conor Bradley, Ibrahim Konate, and Virgil van Dijk. Behind a midfield, which is split into 2 parts, a defensive 2 of Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister. Behind the attacking 3 of Mo Salah, Dominic Szoboszlai, Florian Wirtz, and then it's Isak who leads the front. And on the bench for Liverpool is Joe Gomez, Wataru Endo, Federico Chiesa, Curtis Jones, Cody Gakpo, Giorgio Marbadashvili, Andy Robertson, Jeremy Frimpong, and Rio Nugamaha. Giovanni Leone is going to be out for the rest of the year, at least. Stefan Bajcetic out, and Hugo Ekitike suspended after his 2nd yellow card in the Carabao Cup against Southampton for a false celebration. 2 games ticked off, 2 to go. Right, Leeds against Bournemouth. Here we go. Once again. 2:52 in the UK. Carl Darlow begins in goal then. A back 4 today for Leeds United sees Goodmanson, Pascal Stroud, Joe Rodon, and Jalen Bogle behind a midfield 3 of Sean Longstaff, the more Newcastle player, Ethan Ampadu, and Statch. Then the front 3 sees Dominic Calvert-Lewin lead the front alongside Okafor to his left and at Brendan Aronson to his right. And on the bench for Leeds United is Dan James, Joel Perreault, Lucas Demecha. We've got Jack Abiol, Elan Meslier, Jack Harrison, Al Tanaka, James Justin, and Ilya Gluev. And then we're looking to the case of injuries. We've got Dan James, who is doubtful. I can tell you that Dan James has made the squad. Wilf Nonto out, and Lucas Perry also out. George Petrovic in goal then for Bournemouth, a back 4 today of Jimenez, Diakite, Marco Senesi, and Truffert behind a midfield which is split into 2 parts, seeing a defensive 2 of Tyler Adams and Ryan Christie behind the attacking 3 of Antoine Semenyo. Adley, who are you? Not heard of you before. You are Amin Adley. I think I've heard that name before, actually. And Justin Kluivert behind lone striker of Adelson. On the bench for Bournemouth is Julio Soler. David Brooks, Alex Scott, Ben Gannon-Doak, Marcus Tavernier, Ellie Krupi, James Hill, Will Dennis, and Velchko. Milosavljevic. Bloody hell, that's a chunk and a half of a name. 3 players out for injuries and suspensions. They are all injuries. It's Enes Unal, Alan Smith, and Lewis Cook. And I can tell you that Lewis Cook did not make today's team. Couple more to go, then we'll get... one more to go, and then we'll get to the team news for you. We won't get to the team news. We'll get to the chat for you guys. Don't worry, I can see you. Welcome, in fact, to Ashik. And he's backing a 2-1 Liverpool win or draw, but he is not confident today against the Crystal Palace side, who've started spectacularly. Manchester City then see Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal, a back 4 of Nico O'Reilly, Josko Gvardiol, Ruben Diaz, and Mateus Nunes in a back 4 behind midfield, which is split, yes, into 2 parts. And Nico Gonzalez is by himself as a lone 1. So again, we're seeing that 4-1-4-1 formation. The main midfield is a 4 of Jeremy Doku, Phil Foden, Tijani Reinders, and Savinho. And then lone striker today is Erling Haaland. On the bench for Pep Guardiola is James Trafford, John Stones, Nathan Ake, Mateo Kovacic. Back from injury, must I mention, actually. He's been out for a while. Bernardo Silva, Oscar Bob, Ryan McAdoo, Divin Mukasa, and Rico Lewis. There is no Rodri in the team. And I am now very curious to find out why. And there's no injury log for him or in suspension log. So it must be a case of just being left out of the squad today for Rodri, which is unusual. But at the same time, it's okay. So left out the squad, but with no injury or suspension for Rodri today. Ryan Cherky, Abdul Kadir Kusanov, Ryan Aitnouri, and Omar Mamouche are all out with injuries. Then for Burnley, we've got Martin Dubravka who begins in goal. It's a back five today, a 5-4-1 formation. Kyle Walker, Laurent, to be exact, Josh Laurent, Ekdal, excuse me, Hjalmar Ekdal, Esteve and Hartman in a back four behind a midfield four of, in a back five behind a midfield four of Tshawuna. That's Loom Tshawuna, Josh Cullen, Florentino, just Florentino, no other name, and Jaden Anthony. And then the lone striker is Lyle Foster. Yes. On the bench, former Forest player, Joe Worrell, Jakob Brun Larsen, Leslie Ukachukwu, Marcus Edwards, Bashir Humphreys, Max Weiss, Zian Fleming, Armando Broya, and Hannibal Medjbri. Down to the injuries and suspensions, we've got Jakob Brun Larsen, who was doubtful. He has made the team. He's on the bench. Connor Roberts, Zeki Amdouni and Jordan Bayer all out with Red Cross injuries, unfortunately, for Burnley. But it's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's inevitable, you people. It is inevitable, I'm afraid. It's just inevitable. You can't do nothing about it. You cannot do nothing about it. So we've got the Ryder Cup Day 2 foursomes, which I believe are now underway. And they should be interesting if you are interested in the Ryder Cup with, I believe, in fact, we'll just take a quick check on Sky Sports Golf, shall we, to find out what's going on in the Ryder Cup. Let's take a very brief check on the Ryder Cup. Not that I'm too interested, but we'll have a quick look because we don't mind that, do we? And right now it's Europe leading 5.5, USA 2.5, and that is currently in New York. So day 2 of the Ryder Cup, it's still looking good for Europe. Now though, it's time to log into Soccer Saturday, where we can get started with this 3 o'clock focus. By the way, I have got it wrong. There will be no Forest Sunderland Sky Sports main event today, so I do need to edit that. That will only be available on Sky Sports Premier League for today. So there's going to be no football on Sky Sports main event, and that is quite understandable, really, with the Ryder Cup only being a 2-yearly event for 3 days. So yeah, there will be. I do need to edit my schedules ever so slightly. I'll just make sure that Where's the Match is correct as well. If not, I'll have to report that to them, of course, because people may... Yeah, let me just double check. 5:30. Yeah, Sky Sports Premier League only for the Forest game and for, Spurs Wolves is also. So, Sky Sports Premier League only, guys, for today's Premier League matches. Just to inform you, there will be no Premier League action on Sky Sports main event. So please do not get confused with those TV schedules as the Sky Sports main event is being taken up by the Ryder Cup today. And it will be the same, I think, tomorrow for tomorrow's Super Sunday, will it? I do need to check that as well, just to make sure that the Ryder Cup is not interfering with the TV schedules tomorrow. Let's have a look. I take it that Sky Sports main event is going to be okay tomorrow because of the only being 1-2 o'clock kickoff, actually. We are 3 o'clock though, so we do need to get ready for the kickoff. So let's get our overlay back on your screen and let's get things rolling. Okay, here we go then. We are live at 3 o'clock. It's the 3 o'clock focus, and here are your scoreboards. Just checking on Super Sunday really quickly before we do get going with this 3 o'clock focus, just to make sure. So Villa Fulham is on main event, yes, and then it's going to be yeah. So main event is available tomorrow. Ryder Cup is on Sky Sports Golf and Sky Sports Golf only. Okay, right, here we go then. Let's get things rolling. The balls are rolling. We will give it a few minutes to get properly going in the Premier League. We're still waiting our kickoff at Man City, but we are in and underway between Chelsea, Brighton, Crystal Palace and Liverpool. There is a delay to kick off for Man City and Burnley. And the reason for that delay is a moment of reflection as well. I can inform you right now. Just been told that by Simon Thomas on Sky Sports in the Soccer Saturday studio. Don't forget, we're looking for Oxford and Middlesbrough to get wins on the Accra Insurance at this 3 o'clock period. We are now underway at the Etihad. Let's take a check on the Women's Super League, shall we, before we do anything else, and see what happened between Arsenal and Aston Villa earlier in the day. Let's go down to the Women's Super League and take a quick check on those scores. Come on, you Reds, says Dragon Breath, back in Liverpool, presumably at Palace. We'll see. We will have to wait, and we will have to wait and see indeed. But it's going to be a tough ask for Liverpool against Crystal Palace today. Women's Super League, I want to check on the Arsenal women's score. Let's have a little look, see what happened with the girlies earlier. It was a 1-1 draw. That's not a great result. Oh, dear. And all the rest of the games are tomorrow. There has been no goals in the Premier League so far other than that 3-1 victory for Brentford. Let's take a check down then into Serie A, where at half-time between Como and Cremonese, it is a 1-0 to Como, with the goal scorer in the Serie A being Nico Paz in the 32nd minute. No games in La Liga yet, but it's 3:15. We'll have the kickoff between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid in the Madrid derby. I will, don't worry, I'm checking all the leagues. I'm checking all of them. So, yeah, Madrid derby underway in 12 minutes' time. 3:15 kickoff, 4:15 local time in Spain for you guys. German Bundesliga, we are off and we are rolling. Heidenheim 0, Augsburg 0, Mainz 5-0, Borussia Dortmund 1. Goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund inside 27 minutes was Daniel Svensson. 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund away to Mainz 05. Wolfsburg 1. 0 down against RB Leipzig, and it's St. Pauli 1, Bayer Leverkusen 1, with 2 goals inside 7 minutes from Edmund Tapsoba for Leverkusen, but quickly levelled up by St. Pauli through Hauk, while at half-time, going to half-time there, 1-1. Let's move down to the Championship, where we can see that Coventry City got a 3-0 win over Birmingham City, who were down to 10 men. A top performance from Coventry in the West Midlands derby there. Victor Torp. An own goal from Brian Asai Samuel and Brandon Thomas Asante all on the score sheet in Coventry City's 3-0 win. The man sent off, though, for Birmingham City was Jack Robinson, sorry. And the reason he was sent off, I believe, was a straight red card, not a second yellow. I'm just getting all my details that I can for you guys. Bear with me. I'll try and get the right commentary for you guys for that one. Let's see. Red card, second yellow card. It was a second yellow card. Swansea drew 1-1 with Millwall. Zan Vipotnik got the opening goal for Swansea in on at the 12th minute. And 45+1 saw Millwall equalise through Josh Coburn, and it finished 1-1. No goals in the second half at Swansea. And Wrexham 1, Derby County 1 was the final score. Ben Brereton Diaz got the equaliser for Derby County in the 72nd minute. In response to Lewis O'Brien's opener for the home side in the 59th minute. 1-1, it finished at Wrexham between them and Derby County. Checking on the Premier League scores, we can tell you there's been no goals yet, so we'll keep going down the leagues. Currently, Charlton Athletic 0, Blackburn Rovers 0, at Portman Road, it's Ipswich Town 0, Portsmouth 0, Oxford United 0, Sheffield United 0 at the Kassam Stadium, one of the games we're keeping our eyes on this 3 o'clock focus. Penalty to Rotherham caused Dragon breath. We'll check on that in a moment. Preston 0, Fen 0, Bristol City 0 so far. At Deepdale, Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough against Queen's Park Rangers 0-0. Queen's Park Rangers providing a huge victory in favour of Middlesbrough after beating Stoke City at Metrod Loftus Road last weekend and really opened up the title race for Middlesbrough on Teesside. Southampton are facing Middlesbrough at St Mary's. Big game that on the South Coast. Kick-off 3 o'clock, and we are 7 minutes into that one. Stoke City are facing Norwich City. Could they take advantage of a difficult game for Middlesbrough away to Southampton and beat Norwich City to open up the title race once again and make it tighter? We'll find out at the end of the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Watford City 0, Hull City 0 at Vicarage Road. Sorry, not Watford City, just Watford. We'll take a look down into League One, where Rotherham United, I believe, play, unless they're a League 2 club. I think they're a League 1 club. They're Rotherham United. Where are you? I can't find you. Are you in League 1? Are you in League 2? You're in League 2. And I will get back to you in a moment. No, you're not. You're League 1. And you're away to Mansfield. Okay. Well, we'll check on that result score right now for the fact that we've got a Mansfield fan in the house. And it was a Jordan Hugill pen scored in the 7th minute. 1-0 Rotherham United away to Mansfield Town. All the rest of the scores 0-0 at 3 o'clock so far, with Burton taking on Plymouth Argyle. And Wimbledon got a 2-1 win over Wycombe Wanderers. It was the first goal from Omar Bougel in the 11th minute to make it 1-0. Second goal came in the 32nd minute from Steve Seddon to make it 2-0. And Ewan Henderson got one back on the hour mark, but they could not find an equaliser, Wycombe Wanderers. So it finished 2-1, but quite a thrilling game for Stevenage against Leyton Orient, as it was a 3-2 win for Stevenage away at Leyton Orient. And the first goal went in the 24th minute. Aaron Connolly got it started. 2 minutes later, Harvey White equalised. On 54 minutes, Lewis Freestone made it 2-1 to Stevenage. 3-1 then from Piergiani 6 minutes later in the 61st minute. And Daniel Ballard scored 7 minutes later to pull one back. Sorry, Dominic Ballard, not Daniel Ballard. And it finished 3-2. We'll go down quickly to the Premier League. You're a Mansfield local, indeed you are. We'll go back to the Premier League and just check on the scores. There's been no score updates in the Premier League, which is a shame. Scottish Premiership, there is 4 games at 3 o'clock and a 5:45 kickoff between Motherwell and Aberdeen. Celtic against Hibernian is underway at 3 o'clock at Celtic Park. Dundee United against Kilmarnock. Hearts against Falkirk and St Mirren against Dundee. Both the Dundee sides in action at 3 o'clock today. Any updates in the Championship? No updates in the Championship. No updates in the Premier League. No updates in League One still. No. Will League 2 have anything to offer us? Yes, we've got 3 games that have had goals in them, and it's Fleetwood up. Paul Merson shouts a goal. Crystal Palace have scored a goal. It's a massive goal. It's a massive goal in the headline game of this 3 o'clock. It's Palace who've scored. It was Dawes who shouted, and it's a huge goal at Selhurst Park to get people off their seats, get excited. It's 1-0 already. Crystal Palace off the mark. Big goal, big game. Let's go up to then and find out who scored the goal for Palace. That was spam, by the way, for those of you who heard that. That's why I just quickly click on my phone. It's a goal then, and it's Ismaila Sarr who has provided it for Crystal Palace. What a huge moment at Selhurst Park. It's 1-0, and it's Crystal Palace ahead and ahead like you wouldn't believe. There you go. 1-0 Palace off the mark. There you go. We are back then to reading out the scores where we have got any updates in the Championship. Have we? No. Yes. And in fact, he did shout it in and amongst the Palace goal. Did Dragon Breath, so I didn't notice it. But Ipswich Town have indeed scored. And Ipswich Town have scored in the 9th minute through Jaden Philogene. And it's now 1-0. Dawson's loving life. I tell you what, Palace are on fire. Dawes is loving. Oh my, Palace are on fire. Yeah, Soccer Saturday cannot get away from Dawes at the minute. The Palace game is good. What a start at Selhurst Park then. It's it's by the sounds of it, an absolute thriller between Crystal Palace and Liverpool so far. Crystal Palace absolutely on fire against Liverpool. Right, down into League 2 where I might be able to read out some scores for you. Indeed, I can. Bristol Rovers 0, Salford City 1. Matt Butcher scored in the 11th minute. Salford City 1-0 ahead against Bristol Rovers. Fleetwood Town then against Colchester United. It was a 3rd minute opener from Kyrie's Lisby, and Colchester United ahead away to Fleetwood. 1-0 Colchester United. Shrewsbury 0, MK Dons 1. Scott Hogan 3 minutes on the clock. 1-0 up. MK Dons away to Shrewsbury. And Swindon are leading at home to Bromley as well. 1-0 through Ollie Palmer, 7 minutes on the clock. Back up to the top then. And there's been another goal. It's a goal from Manchester City, who have found the back of the net against Burnley. I timed that well, did I not? Because Dragon Breath only just shouted. So I must have shouted well. Manchester City 1, Burnley 0, awaiting the goal scorer confirmation there at the Etihad. And then we'll get that on your screens for you right away. Manchester City 1, Burnley 0, awaiting goal scorer confirmation now. We're just awaiting the goal scorer confirmation, mate. 1 second, and it's an own goal. It's an own goal from Esteve, but it's City ahead, and 1-0 then to Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium against Burnley. As you would expect, City 1, Burnley 0. Okay, back down into the Championship then. Let's just make sure there's been no things happening. There has been things happening, in fact, in the German Bundesliga, where Borussia Dortmund have taken a 2-0 lead before half-time. Karim Adeyemi has got number 2 for Dortmund, looking like 3 points for Borussia Dortmund. And what a big game it is at Selhurst Park, Charlie. Let's take a check on the Championship then. Still just a 1 goal at Portman Road, and all the rest of the scores are 0-0, and it's still Ipswich leading in the Championship. Everybody else goalless and level. Down then, looking to the League 1 and League 2 sections of the board, where I can tell you that there has been, yes, there's been a goal, and there's been a goal at Peterborough, and Lincoln City, who lost to Chelsea in midweek, narrowly are ahead through Adam Reach. 40 minutes on the clock. He scored 1-0 up, 16th minute now, approaching the 17th minute. 1-0 Lincoln City away to Peterborough in League 1. Any goals to inform you of in League 2? No, there's been no goals in League 2. So back up to the top once again. Still goalless between Chelsea and Brighton. Still goalless between Leeds and Bournemouth as well. We will take just a minute to have a little bit of a breather. They've not gone to adverts yet on Sky Sports, so I don't quite get my break, because that's what I do. I take my break when they go to adverts. Scottish Premiership, still nothing. Into the Championship, still nothing. Still nothing other than that 1 goal for Ipswich Town. We are looking for Oxford, though, and Middlesbrough wins. Remember, we are looking for Oxford and Middlesbrough wins in the Championship. And indeed, Charlie, Sorrows Liverpool. Might have already read that comment out, but there's not been many goals compared to last Saturday. Last Saturday was ferocious on me. Any updates to bring you in League 1? Still, maybe? Yes, we do have one. We do have one, and it's a goal for Cardiff. Perry NG has found the back of the net for Cardiff away to Wigan Athletic. It is 1-0 to Cardiff City away from home in League 1. League 2, have you got anything for me to report on? Yes, you have. Because there's been a goal for Harrogate Town away to Gillingham, who are unbeaten so far in League 2. One of the only unbeaten sides remaining in the EFL. And it's Stefan Duke McKenna who has found the goal for Harrogate Town AFC. It is 1-0 then to Harrogate away to unbeaten Gillingham in the 16th minute then. 1-0 Harrogate. And no other goals there for you in League 2. So back once again to the Premier League. In a bit more of a quiet Saturday so far. And we have just kicked off. We're 3 minutes into that Madrid derby. And it is 0-0 as you would expect. But you never know. There could be a dramatic start. Who will find the first goal? Let me know in the chat what's going to happen in that Madrid derby. Oh. Nothing happening in Leeds Bournemouth. We'll have one more skim then before I think they'll go to adverts on Sky. And we'll take a minute to just look at the Premier League. Nothing in the Scottish Premiership. Quick scroll through the Championship. Still nothing in the Championship. Just that 1 goal. Oh, now, there's been a medical emergency at Selhurst Park. So, 6-minute delay between Palace and Liverpool. Okay. Has there been anything for us to clutch onto? Because there's been not many goals so far on this fine Saturday afternoon. No, in League 1. But what about League 2? That looks like a change at Grimsby. It's a change at Grimsby, which affects them in a bad way. It's Isaac Hutchinson who's found the back of the net for Cheltenham, and it's 1-0 away to Grimsby for Cheltenham. Nothing, though, happening in the Premier League still. Remember, we're looking for Middlesbrough and Oxford United to win at 3 o'clock today on the ACCA Insurance. Just Middlesbrough and Oxford. But let's just remind ourselves of what's to come and the bet on the bets. We've got Man City to win by 3 or more over 10.5 corners and Erling Haaland to score. That is a £3.38 return of a 50p stake. Who did score for City? Was it? It was an own goal, wasn't it? Okay, and we're looking for Leeds Bournemouth, both teams to score over 10.5 corners and over 1.5 goals in the first half. And it's bad news for Dragon Breath as he could not find his lucky Liverpool shirt. Will that prove to be lucky for Arsenal, me and Charlie? And Palace as well. £3.50 off that price boost on Leeds Bournemouth. We have got one for Tottenham, Forest and PSG later. But not now. The bet builder on Palace then will update it. We'll tick the boxes. We're looking for over 1.5 goals. We're one way there. Under 4.5 cards. Anytime goal scorer, John Philip Mateta. Palace to win or draw. It's 50p. It's £3.63. Let's see how we do on that one. We'll get up to that later in the day. And that is it, bettors-wise. We'll do another quick skim, shall we? Nothing, though. Goalless and nothing still in the Championship. Down to League 2. At League 1, rather. Anything to update us on? Yes, there has been one goal. Just one. And it's for Stockport County. They lead Reading, the second largest. I think it's the largest town in the UK, the second largest town in the UK. And of course, as you will be aware, if you are a regular cross-country trains user or Great Western Railway from out of London Paddington, that Reading is the second busiest railway interchange outside of London or Birmingham in the United Kingdom, and as well, it's the biggest railway interchange in the UK. Which is not a city. So 1-0, Stockport County against Reading. Kyle Wotton, 22nd minute, 1-0 up. There has been no goals in League 2. We'll just quickly skim our eyes across the Championship. Still nothing, and we need to go back up to the Premier League now because, good Lord, finally have Sky Sports, the good fellas, gone to adverts, which means we can take a little bit of a rest from it and just allow our voice to catch itself back. So, folks, welcome to Tacky Arsenal fan, and Dragon Breath does have a lucky scarf on Liverpool other just looking at that Como game against Cremonese. Still goalless. Flicks. You caught me right off guard then. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, the way you just came in and went, Canate, get out of my club. I fucking love that, mate. Oh my God. I'm aware. I heard Simon Thomas tell me, that is hilarious, mate. You absolutely caught me off guard there. What has Canate done? Please explain to us, because you've just made me laugh. Whilst in the middle of soothing, shall we say. having a quick break, and there's been a goal at Chelsea. They are 1-0 up against Brighton, and I can tell you Enzo Fernandez is the Chelsea goal scorer. It is 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. It is Chelsea 1, the Seagulls 0, and that is one unhappy Luke Links that we've got for you. So just to remind you all the scores in the Premier League then, it's Chelsea 1, Brighton 0, Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 0, and Manchester City 1, Burnley 0. Soccer Saturday is back on air, which means we are back on air in reading out scores once again. Off we go down to the Championship, and after that 2 or 3 minute break, we've got some goals potentially in the Championship, and it's been a goal at Vicarage Road. It's for Hull City, and Oliver McBurney, the former Sheffield United man, has put Hull City 1-0 up. So 1-0 at Vicarage Road. Oliver McBurney with the goal of the difference then at Vicarage Road. Watford 0, Hull City 1. Still waiting for goals from Middlesbrough and Oxford as we look for them both to get wins for our ACCA Insurance. They are the only 2 games I've got on 3 o'clock today for the ACCA Insurance, so we'll have to wait and see. Can they give me a nice win? We'll have to wait and see. Looking to League One, have we got anything? No, we haven't. Have we? No. Flicks is furious. League 2 there. Oh, goal shout. And it's Sue Smith. We're going to find out who scored the goal. And she's on Leeds Bournemouth. And it's a goal for the Cherries. So Bournemouth are ahead. And it's Antoine Semenyo, I'm being told by Simon Thomas. Leeds 0, Bournemouth 1. And indeed it is Semenyo on the score sheet for the Cherries at Ellen Road. Big goal in a game which last time we saw it at Ellen Road produced a lot of goals. It was a 4-3 scoreline the last time those two played at Ellen Road. So Leeds United 0, Bournemouth 1. Big goal from Antoine Semenyo in a big game, you would imagine. So all the scores then 1-0. All the home sides bar 1 ahead. It is Bournemouth ahead away from home, but Manchester City 1, Burnley 0, Chelsea 1, Brighton 0, and that big scoreline in the Premier League this afternoon, Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 0, in one of the biggest games of this weekend. Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 0, the major scoreline in the Premier League. Goal. And it's a goal which is going to send Middlesbrough fans wild because Norwich City have gone ahead at the Bet365 Stadium against Stoke City. Middlesbrough fans are going to be going absolutely nuts because Norwich City are 1-0 up, and it just puts more and more pressure on Stoke City in the title race, and it gives an even bigger gap between Middlesbrough and Stoke City at the top. 1-0 then at the Bet365, and it's Norwich ahead. Jovan Makema. It's going to be joy on Teesside, even though they're all down in Southampton. Doesn't matter. That is joy on Teesside for you right there, because right now that gap is 4 points. And if Middlesbrough can get the job, in fact, Stoke have dropped down. In fact, ignore me. Coventry City are now the team in second place after their big victory against Birmingham City. So Stoke really have got work to do now. And you would imagine that's them out of the title race for a little bit if they don't come back. Let's go down to League One, unless we hear a goal shout from one of the Soccer Saturday crew. But that is a big goal and in favour of Middlesbrough. But Coventry are creeping behind. League One, there looks to have been some changes. There has been some changes, has there? Yes, Huddersfield Town are ahead against Exeter at St James's Park. In Exeter, not Newcastle. And Leo Castledine has found the back of the net. 28 minutes on the clock. It is 1-0 Huddersfield Town. All the rest of the scores unchanged, but Huddersfield Town 1-0 up. League Two then. No changes in League Two. No changes in League Two. We're getting a lot of goals in League One, though, at the minute. Quick rest of the voice box, and then we'll get back going again. And actually, we've got a big thing to report, because in that Madrid derby, Atletico Madrid are ahead. The goal's just gone in as the clock ticks onto 14 minutes and 30 seconds. The goal was in the 14th minute. It's Robin Lenormand, and it's 1-0 Atletico Madrid against Real Madrid. A massive goal in a massive derby in Spain. And hang on a minute, we've got something to report. It's at Hillsborough. It is Queen's Park Rangers, the side who helped Middlesbrough last week by getting a huge win at Metro Loftus Road. But this time, they are now 1-0 behind when it doesn't count for Middlesbrough. And it's Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough. 1-0 ahead, looking for their second straight win to pull even further away from struggling Sheffield United. Dominic Iorfa with that Sheffield Wednesday goal. 1-0 against Queen's Park Rangers at Hillsborough. Look at what I've sent you, okay? I'll look at what Flix has sent me. That gives me a chance to keep an eye on the championship for a minute. He's got a Coke bottle directly in the middle of the screen. Why have you got a Coke bottle covering his TV screen? But he's got the game on. Love it. I'm loving that, Flixie. I'm loving that. I can't wait to see the highlights of that Palace Liverpool game later, because it sounds like it is a thriller. Okay, back then. On to read these scores out for you guys now. We're going to go down to have a look at League One once again. And I can tell you that Argyle have found the back of the net against Burton Albion. It's Laurent Tellage with the 31st minute opener. If Argyle are ahead, Pie will be loving life in the away end for Argyle as they take a 1-0 lead against Burton Albion. 31 minutes on the clock. League Two, there's been an equaliser against Colchester United for Fleetwood at home. And that equaliser has come on 30 minutes from Ethan Ennis. 1-1 between Fleetwood and Colchester United. And there's been a goal as well to report about. As well at Charlton, but I'll get back to that in a minute, because as SofaScore just refreshed itself, I was going to read out another League Two score. So let's go down to that further League Two update for you, where I can tell you that there has been a goal, and it's been a goal for Swindon Town, who've taken a 2-0 lead against Bromley. Their second goal of the day has come from Aaron Drinan in the 31st minute. Swindon Town 2, Bromley 0. That goal for Charlton Athletic then. Up we go to the Championship to report on that one, which has gone in. It has been reported on. Charlton Athletic ahead. Anymore? No. And it's Macaulay Gillespie. Charlton Athletic 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. Enzo Fernandez with the goal for Chelsea, yes. Any goals in the Premier League? No. We're all 1-0. We're just on the ones at the minute. Ones. Plenty of ones. 1-0. 1-0 to Palace. 1-0 to Leeds. 1-0 to Man City. But away from home, it's Bournemouth who lead at Ellen Road to break the the run of home leaders and goal in League 2 for reports DR. Let's take a check then on League 2 for you. And there has been a goal. It's for Chesterfield, who lead against Newport County, as Notts County were beaten 2-1 by Crewe Alexandra. Notts County do not do well at the Mornflake Stadium. I, in fact, attended Notts County's last visit to the Mornflake Stadium as a random treat for myself, shall we say, during an international break. But there's been a goal for Will Grigg for Chesterfield, and it's 1-0 against Newport County for them. Take the bet, huh? I chose not to. What bet anyway? Check it in League 1 for you, just to make sure that we've not missed anything exciting in League 1, sorry, not League 2. Fucking hell, League 2. I would love to see a goal for maybe Middlesbrough or Oxford. Have we had one? The answer is no. Actually, I put 2-1 on Super 6 to Chelsea. All the scores 1-0. Just 1-0 between Man City and Burnley so far. Quick rest of the voice box for you. For me. Not for you, for me. Equaliser, in fact, for one of Comoro Cremonense in Serie A. It's Cremonense with the equaliser. Federico Baschirotto with the equaliser for Cremonense. 1-1 in Serie A. Any more in the Bundesliga? No. Ryder Cup. It is still Europe 5.5 to 2.5 USA in New York. Day 2 of the Ryder Cup into the foursomes now. All looking good for Europe. Looking for a first away win since 2012 in the Ryder Cup. I do not report on the Eredivisie, no. There's been a goal. There's been 2, in fact, in the Scottish Premiership. Let's take a look. Kilmarnock are ahead against Dundee United. It's Bruce Anderson with the Kilmarnock goal on 26 minutes. They're now 8 minutes from half-time, and it's 1-0 Kilmarnock away to Dundee United. And the other goal has come from Hearts of Edinburgh, and it's Alexandros Kaizirindis with the opener for Hearts against Falkirk. 1-0 to Hearts. They are on an ad break on Soccer Saturday, so I'm just going to quickly check the Championship. And my face is filled with disappointment as there's still nothing involving Oxford or Middlesbrough. I would so love for Middlesbrough to get the win more than Oxford, but both of them winning would add to my ACCA insurance, meaning only Forest and Spurs would be left of requirements of wins. And there has been an equaliser for Leeds United at Ellen Road as we speak. So Joe Rodon has found the back of the net. Leeds United. Oh dear. Max is not happy as Leeds United have equalised. And in fact, hang on a minute, there's been an even bigger goal. So I'm going to turn away from Leeds for just a second just to put Max out of his misery because I like Max. Because Burnley have found an equaliser as well at the Etihad. And I can tell you, the Burnley goal scorer in a minute. It's Jaden Anthony, and it's a very, very surprise goal. It is Manchester City 1, Burnley 1. Wow. Wow. 1-1 then, Man City Burnley. But what about Leeds United against AFC Bournemouth? We can tell you right now that Leeds United have scored an equaliser, and that equaliser has come from Joe Rodon. It's Leeds United 1, Bournemouth 1 at Ellen Road, and all square for Leeds United as Burnley level up as well. Soccer Saturday are back on air, so we will get back to reading out scores for you. But those two games then are level with Palace and Chelsea both still leading. Anything in the Scottish Premiership? No. What about the Championship? Can we for once have a goal update which is going to fill us with delight? No. League One, and we're moving into that league, and we can tell you that there's been a goal for Luton Town against Doncaster, 1-0 to Luton Town, and Cal Naismith at the Kenny has found the opening goal. 1-0, 4 minutes before half-time, Luton Town. No other goal alerts to bring you yet, other than that one in League One, but what about League Two? Yes. It's been a goal for Barrow at Crawley. Josh Gordon with the opener. 1-0 Barrow against Crawley Town. Also, Colchester United have retaken their lead against Fleetwood with a penalty from Jack Payne. And it's 2-1 Colchester United. Also, Grimsby Town have turned it around against Cheltenham before the break. 2 goals in 2 minutes, 39th and the 41st. Jamie Walker with them both. What a turnaround for Grimsby. It's 2-1. Last but not least, Shrewsbury have taken a 2-0 deficit against them as MK Dons score through Will Collar. 2-0 MK Dons. And goal for Ipswich. Goal coming in at Portman Road. George Hurst. 2-0 to Ipswich Town. All of a sudden, Portsmouth feel like they're beaten. Ipswich Town, where are you now? You've had quite a good spell, actually. Won 5-0 the other day, Ipswich, against Sheffield United. And now, 2-0 against Portsmouth. Looking good for Ipswich Town. 2-0 up. Look back to the Premier League whilst Sky Sports are... Oh. Como Cremonense has gone to VAR. There's been an equaliser for Real Madrid in the Madrid derby. Kylian Mbappe, 25 minutes, 1-1. Only took Real Madrid 11 minutes to get level. Looking exciting. Atletico Madrid 1, Real Madrid 1. Been a goal for Hearts in the Scottish Premiership. And it's 2-0 to Hearts then. Second goal for Hearts has come from Lawrence Shanklin just before the break. 41st minute. Hearts 2, Falkirk 0. And also a goal for St Mirren against Dundee. And it's Killian Phillips with the opener for St Mirren. So both the Dundee sides are 1-0 down at the moment. And... not great in the city of Dundee for either Dundee United or Dundee. Anything in the Championship? I wish I could tell you that Middlesbrough were ahead, because how I would love to do that, but they are not ahead, unfortunately, Middlesbrough. But we're looking down into League One once again for you guys as we are approaching the half-time whistles as well. This will be the last look, I think, for you guys. So let's take one more check. Nothing going on in League One, but what about League Two? I can tell you Chesterfield has taken a 2-0 lead. Second goal for Chesterfield against Newport County has come from Will Dickinson. 2 Wills scoring, Will Grigg, now Will Dickinson. 2-0 Chesterfield before the break at the SMH Group Stadium. Any more? None. So, Leeds 1, Bournemouth 1, Man City 1, Burnley 1. We'll just keep our eyes on those Premier League games as they're all just about to hit half time. And once all the half-time whistles have gone, we'll I did report on that one, don't worry. Dragon, I don't miss goals. I do not miss goals. I do not miss goals, do I? No. Thank you. I don't miss goals. Very rarely. Once we've hit half-time as well, I'm going to treat myself to one Fox's Jam and Creams. And then I've got one more left for the Forest game. Just one. So, yeah, it's going to be a case of half-time now, biscuits, unfortunately, as I'm trying to be good and save all the Pringles for Super Sunday tomorrow. Nothing going on in the Premier League. Let's just skim through the Championship then and make sure that all the half-time whistles have gone. Have they? Well, there's been no update so far yet in the Scottish Premiership. Still Celtic 0, Hibernian 0. And Hearts currently are 3 points clear, I think, at the top. We are getting close to half-time in all the games in England now, surely. Nothing changes in the Championship yet. Anything to report in League One, though? Yes, second goal for Plymouth Argyle. 2-0 Plymouth Argyle with +1 at a time. And Owen Oseni has made it 2-0 Argyle at Burton Albion before the break. 2-0 Plymouth Argyle. Any more in League One? No. Any more in League Two? The half-time whistles have not gone yet. I was about to say half-time whistles have gone, but they haven't. Let's see. Still. All still the same. Looking close. We'll also give you a check on the National League as well once all the half-time whistles have gone in England with the main games. Who the flip is... Okay. Thank you for that update. 2-0 Argyle is the latest goal to report on for you guys. We're going to keep skimming through to make sure that the half-time whistles are going nicely. No, I thought St. Mirren had scored then, but they haven't. American 4th Division, wow. That's low. Half-time whistle has got at Sheffield Wednesday, Hillsborough. The first half-time whistle of the day. Now it's just got at Vicarage Road as well. We're starting to get them through now. But no goals at St Mary's, no goals at the Sam Stadium. I do want wins for Oxford and Middlesbrough. Hopefully they get them. Okay, we're looking at now. Any updates? No. League Two. Yes. No. Yes. There's not been a goal update, but there's been an update. And it's an update for you involving, hang on a minute, there's been a goal at Bristol, so we'll get to that in a minute, but there's been a red card for Cheltenham against Grimsby Town, who are 2-1 ahead, on a comeback as well, and there's been a red card now. We're going to find out by going to the commentary bit to see who's been sent off. It's a second yellow card for Harry Pell for Cheltenham Town for a bad foul, so 10-man Cheltenham, 2-1 down after being 1-0 up in the first half against Grimsby. 2-1 Grimsby. There's no FA Cup this weekend. Not that I'm aware. I might be wrong. Is there any FA Cup? I don't know. What's it? What first round? FA let's see. FA Cup. Let's type it in. Let's have a little look. FA Cup. Nope. I've got nothing in the FA Cup on SoberScore. But we'll have a look at the Van Rama National League as well, since the half-time whistles are all going now in the Premier League. And I can tell you that Rockdale are top on 27 points by goal difference as well, by just 2. Forest Green Rovers on 27 points as well. Let's take a check on the scores, though, which is the most important thing in the National League. Later in the day, Forest Green Rovers are facing York City. But Boreham beat Woking 1-0. It's Braintree 0, Gateshead 2. Goals there coming in from Kyle Hurst and Kane Adom. Carlisle United 0, Rockdale 1. Rockdale top of the league. Halifax 2, Aldershot 1. Hartlepool 0, Tamworth 0. Solihull Moors 0. Brackley 0. Southend United 0. Scunthorpe 0. Sutton 0. Boston 1. Boston goal scorer was Matty Carson. Truro ahead against Morecambe, who are down to 10 men, 1-0 Truro, and Yeovil as well leading 1-0 against Altrincham, 0-0 between Wealdstone and Eastleigh. Qualification rounds, right? Let's go again. Let's have another look. Right, FA Cup. Qualification, right? This should be more like it. We have got matches, yes, and I can tell you that it is Falder 0, Darlington 0, Totton 0, Frome 0, Alverchurch 0, Chelmsford 0, Bedfont Sports 1, Slough 1, Slough down to 10 men in that one, 3-1 Chatham against Deal Town, Chester 2, Curzon Ashton 0, Cray Valley 0, Tunbridge, there's 10 minutes at a time at Sellers Park, and Mateta nearly scored. Dawson is having a field day. Sorry, right, back to the FA Cup qualification for the sake of DR. 0-0, Cray Valley against Tunbridge. Dunstan 0, Gainsborough 1, Ebbsfleet 2, Faversham 0, Enfield 0, Quorn, Fake Meat. Enfield 1, Quorn 0. Farnham Town 0, Dorchester 0. Dorchester on the way to Southampton and Bournemouth. On the road. Flackwell, Bracknell Town 0. Hale Sowen 0. Averley FC 0. Harbour Town 1. Peterborough Sports 0. Hednesford 0. Billericay 0. Anything? They keep pointing the cameras at doors, but they keep telling me, not yet. Right, I've got to get through these qualification scores for DR. Right, where were we? Right, just 1 second. Harbour Town 1, Peterborough Sports 0. Hemel Hempstead 1, Hereford 0. Horsham 2. Folkestone 1, Hyde 0, Matlock 0, Leiston 0, Banbury on the way to Oxford, I think, near Oxford. And on that crucial Bournemouth line, one of my favourite railway lines of the minute, 0-1, Banbury. Macclesfield FC 0, Nantwich 0, Marine 0, Buxton 1, Murphia 0, HRBFC 0, Morpeth 0, Southport 2, Needham 1, Whitham 1, Poole 0, Western-super-Mare 0, 3-0 Kingsland away to Royston, Runcorn Linnets 1, Ashton United 0, Salisbury 0, Dorking Wanderers 1, Sholing 0, Eastbourne 1, Eastbourne just to the east of Brighton, not too far away from it, has a very, very famous Britannia hotel as well. And then we move on to South Shields 2, Chorley 0, Spalding 1, Dagenham and Redbridge 0, Spennymoor 0, Chalderton 0, Sutton Coldfield 0, Stamford 0, Telford 1, Evesham 1. How far left have we got on this? Not far. Waltham Abbey 0, Malden and Tiptree 2, Walton and Hersham 0, Chippenham 1, Whitstable 1, Hungerford 0, Wimborne 0, Worthing 1. Worthing is where Luke lives, just to the west of Brighton. Woodford 0, St Albans 1. And that, for you, DR, is every single FA Cup qualification update. I hope you're happy with that. Now I want a biscuit and some Coke. Jesus Christ. Two 1 Real Madrid. 2-1 Real Madrid. 1 second. Needed. Great game in the Madrid derby at Atletico Madrid. It's 2-1 Real Madrid away from home. Arda Güler, 11 minutes after Kylian Mbappe equalised, has put Real Madrid 2-1 up. And Real Madrid, to be exact, leading in the Madrid derby. And it's Hala Madrid away to Atletico Madrid. Yes, people, I do prefer Real Madrid over Atletico Madrid. So I will happily say, Hala Madrid! Right, we are going to roll through the scores just to make sure that as the halftime whistles were blowing, we didn't miss any goal alerts to bring you. And want to make sure we're all up to date going into the second half. So I can tell you it is still Kilmarnock 1-0 up against Dundee United. Still 2-0 Hearts and 1-0. St Mirren, Motherwell are playing Aberdeen at 5:45 later as well. Don't forget that if you're a Scottish Premiership fan. Are you... Oh, God. Right, okay. Give me a second. We're just checking the final championship scores for you. Anything changed? Right, we'll read them through for you, actually. Charlton 1, Blackburn Rovers 0, Ipswich Town 2, Portsmouth 0 at Portman Road, Oxford United 0, Sheffield United 0 at the Kassam Stadium, Deepdale All Square, Bristol City 0, Preston North End 0 at Deepdale. Sheffield Wednesday 1, QPR 0 at Hillsborough, Southampton 0, Middlesbrough 0 at St Mary's, Stoke City 0, Norwich 1 at Bet365, and Vicarage Road, Hull City 1-0 up away to Watford. Any changes in League One? The answer is no. All good. Then we have, I think Barrow took a 2-0 lead behind my back when I didn't see it. Barrow did take a 2-0 lead, 45+6 through Isaac Fletcher. So now you're up to date with that Barrow game. Any other things that went behind my back? No. Good news. Right. If Mayan, bloody hell. You guys, what I do for you guys, honestly, I swear. Hang on a minute. Right. What was it called? Premier. Right. I'm going to read this out to make sure I'm correct. Isthmian Football League Premier Division. Is that correct? Please be correct. Just please be correct. Oh, please be correct. Is that correct? Yes. Please tell me yes. Right. Oh, anybody for Odegaard, mate. Anybody. Odegaard wank. Postponement between Chichester City and Lewes. That is near Brighton. Because I was on a train towards the Amex Stadium, which stopped at Lewes. So very close to Brighton. And that game between Chichester City and Lewes has been postponed. And I think, actually, that might be due to the passing of bloody, oh God, I don't want to forget his name because it's so important I don't forget this bloody guy's name. It's so sad. Yeah, hashtag are in there. They're all kicking off at 7:45, mate. Every single game, 7:45. No games live right now, I'm afraid. But that's the one. Yeah, oh my, it's so tragic. Right, I will take that away for a minute and I will put that back onto that for you guys. We'll just have a little bit of a breather. And I think a swig of Coke would do me the trick as well. Considering now I can't have any more biscuits until bleeding 6:15. No, I won't be able to wait that long, I don't think. I'll just have to have some bourbons, I think. Bourbons. Two, all square again in the Madrid derby. 3:15 kickoff. 4:15 local time. 2-2 just before the break. VAR check in progress though on Clement Longlay's equaliser. But Ryan's saying what a game. VAR check in progress though. So hang on a minute. And oh my goodness gracious me, our Crystal Palace gonna get the job done. Well, I can tell you that Atletico Madrid have been told no by VAR. The goal has been cancelled off. Very quick VAR check and still 2-1 Real Madrid. We'll keep this game on the forefront for the time being until it hits half time. Then I'll have a quick break in terms of my voice, and then we'll get ready for more football scores. And just so you're aware, we will be live to you guys until 5 o'clock today. So no matter how long it takes for that Palace game to get done, as long as there's not too much added time, we will be here to keep an eye on the score. Once again, we will not be stopping until 5 o'clock. That is the maximum threshold we have. Once the clock hits 5 o'clock, we will need to change over to get ready for the Forest game. But we will be here till 5 o'clock. And I can rest assure you that my Soccer Saturday scores are going nowhere to keep an eye on that Palace game, which is so big, so crucial. Wow. And remember, folks, your final part of today's Saturday. Remember, folks, as well, this is the last Saturday. I would like to make that very clear to you. This is the last Saturday of action before the international break. After today, you will not have another Saturday for about 2 weeks because I am at the Emirates Stadium next week for Arsenal against West Ham United, which is a 3 o'clock kickoff as part of my 3 o'clock guarantee. I will be back, though, on the Super Sunday of that weekend. And even so, next weekend, there would be no 3 o'clock focus due to the fact that there's only 2 3 o'clock kickoffs next Saturday, and also to the fact that Arsenal are playing at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, which means that either we cover it individually or we just go to the match, which is exactly what I'm doing. So remember, no action next Saturday, but of course, Flixie FC, our new out-of-town host, will be covering the fan cams from both me and Charlie. Will it be anger or will it be delight? Arsenal West Ham next weekend. Oh, 2-2. This time it might count. Madrid, derby, all level again. It's a Madrid derby, mate. Of course it's going to be exciting. And it's Alexander Sorloth in 45+3 who's found that Atletico Madrid equaliser, a game which has seen Atletico Madrid lead through Robin Lenormand, a game that has seen Real Madrid score 2 goals within 11 minutes through Kylian Mbappe and Arda Güler to turn things around. And then Alexander Sorloth has put things level. However, our VAR checking something. The VAR red logo has come on. Just So yes, folks, I'm hoping that you're not going to miss me too much, but Flicks will be here for you guys. Don't worry. Our fabulous Irishman, our new out-of-town host. So that's when I'm out of town and Charlie are out of town. So if I'm out of town and Charlie's out of town, or when I'm just out of town on my own, Flicks will be here to cover things for you guys. If it's me in town and Charlie out of town, for example, at the Emirates or at Turf Moor, then it will be still me. But I will be at Turf Moor as well, and potentially the Emirates Stadium for Arsenal Palace. So lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of work for Flicks in the next couple of weeks. Hey, Flixie, how are you feeling about it? So yes, Flicks will have you covered next weekend. He will be in charge of making sure the fan cams go out, are recorded correctly. And he's going to try and are we back underway? Are we? QPR Sheffield Wednesday 1-1. He says. So yes, Flicks will be on the spanner for you guys next weekend. We might also have him do the 3 o'clock focus, maybe, just to keep an eye on affairs at the Emirates, so that you guys can still have a watch along. I don't know. I'll have to liaise with him next week, see what he wants to do. But he is your new out of town host when I'm out of town. You're the interviewer, mate. You're the host. Yeah, we'll have to see what Flicks wants to do next weekend, whether he wants to do the 3 o'clock focus still, potentially. Keep an eye on Arsenal, keep an eye on affairs, see if he can spot me in the stands at the Emirates. And also, can Sunderland beat Man United at Old Trafford will be the other. You're interviewing both me and Charlie separately. You're collecting fan cams from me and Charlie. That is your job. So basically, you're going to be the host. You're going to be the interviewer. You're going to be the one who listens to us rant, basically. Or, you know what I mean? Well, rant could be anything. Oh, Flicks, you might have to give it a try, aren't you, mate? Come on, man. It'll be upskilling you. We're gonna upskill our famous Irishman. Okay, there has been an equaliser at Hillsborough. Sheffield Wednesday 1. Queen's Park Rangers 1 is the latest scoreline. And in fact, there has been a goal back for St. No, there's been something changing it. St. Pauli against Leverkusen, but I'm not going to even bother with that right now. Weird kickoff time for PSG Auxerre, 8:05. I have no idea why you'd put a kickoff time as 8:05, but 8:05 kickoff. PSG Auxerre, 8:05. Okay, we're looking at Tarts, who are 3-0 up against Falkirk. And the third goal scorer for Hearts then is in the second half. Come on, Save the Score. We know you want to show me the goal scorer. Are you going to show me the goal scorer is the question. Yes, you are. Craig Halkett, 3-0 Hearts. Hang on a minute. We have got a VAR review in progress. That is Stamford Bridge. Let's just make sure that we're on the right. Yep, Stamford Bridge, Chelsea, the stadium which today takes the background for this 3 o'clock focus. VAR check in progress. Stoke City are level through Thomas 1-1 against Norwich City. But there is a VAR review in progress at Stamford Bridge. What will be the outcome? We will find out very soon indeed. But there is an ongoing VAR check. VAR check in progress. Potential penalty for Brighton, I think. But we'll get all the details in a moment. But it is a continuous VAR check going on at Stamford Bridge. Could Chelsea's lead be under threat? We're still waiting on that VAR review to be completed. It's a long, long check going on. I heard the shout from Sky originally, and we're still on that red VAR screen. And they've had a man sent off, Chelsea. Okay, red card Chelsea. Red card Chelsea. What is going on then at Stamford Bridge? What is cracking off? Let's have a look at the commentary page to find out. There has been a card upgraded for Trevor Chalobah. It's probably a serious foul play. That red card then, Trevor Chalobah has been sent off. Chelsea are down to 10 men but remain with their lead. So Chelsea 1, Brighton 0 still. However, Chelsea are now down to 10 men. So 10 men for Chelsea then. But the score remains 1-0 so far. Any other goals in the Premier League? Nope. So let's go back down. Let's keep scrolling through. We're going to have a look at the Premiership, Scottish Premiership again. Nothing coming from that. Anything to look at in the Championship? It is QPR level at Hillsborough. QPR level at Hillsborough. We've already seen that one, though. Ignore me. Ignore me. Waiting for a goal from Middlesbrough. I am desperate for Middlesbrough and Oxford to score. I hope they do. We'll find out soon. Bradford have scored against Blackpool. It's 1-0 to Bradford City against Blackpool. Josh Newfield with the opener. Bradford City 1, Blackpool 1-0. Plymouth Argyle now 3-0 up against Burton Albion. Third goal comes from Laurent Tallard, who's got his second of the day. 55 minutes was the goal scored, and they're now in the 57th minute. 3-0 Plymouth Argyle, and I thought I heard a shout from doors then. I thought I heard a shout then. Hang on a minute. We're going to have to pause ourselves before we go down to League 2. Goal at Ellen Road. I love this job. 2-1 Leeds United. They've turned it around. Max is not going to be happy. Sean Longstaff with his first Leeds United goal, I think. And it's going to be Leeds United 2, AFC Bournemouth 1. What a moment for Leeds United against AFC Bournemouth. It is 2-1. So once again, Leeds United 2, AFC Bournemouth 1, the latest goal in the Premier League. We have just got underway at Selhurst Park. We're now 48 minutes on the clock. That game is behind by about a maximum of 9 minutes there. So we're going to be cutting it close for time when it comes to that game between Crystal Palace and Liverpool. But it's the big game of the day, and it is 2-1 Leeds, the latest goal. Who the hell are Mansfield United? I didn't think Mansfield had two sides. Okay, back down then to the Championship because we need to go to League 2 in a minute as well. So we're going to just scroll our way through, checking for any goal updates in the Championship. I can tell you there's not been. So we'll move on to League 1. We'll have a quick scroll. Quick scroll, quick scroll, quick scroll, quick scroll, quick scroll. Nothing in League One. And just as we get to League Two, we find out that Fleetwood Town have literally just equalised against Colchester United. It's 2-2. It's a cracker in Fleetwood against Colchester. Who's the Fleetwood equaliser, though? Plenty to report on at Grimsby people in a moment's time. And it's Jordan Davies who's added the fourth goal of the game. Fleetwood 2, Colchester United 2, 2-2. Where do you go from there? All square. About 35 minutes to play. How many more are we going to get in that one? Cracker going on there. And it's Grimsby Town now 3-1 up. It's a goal for Jays Cabia this time. After Jamie Walker's brace, it is 3-1, and it is also 9 men, believe it or not, for Cheltenham. How on earth has that game gotten so bad for Cheltenham after being 1-0 up? Well, let's go to the commentary page to find out. Second yellow card then for Lee Angol for a bad foul, and also when was the second yellow? When was the other one? So 2 second yellow cards. Pell and Angol both sent off for Cheltenham. Has there been anything else? No. Back to League One. We're checking once again. We are looking closely. Don't you worry about that. We're looking. We can't find anything. So we move on. An equaliser. Vicarage Road. Watford are 1-1 against Hull City. 60th minute. Erman loser. All square. Watford 1. Hull City 1 at Vicarage Road. I'm still waiting for those goals from Middlesbrough and Oxford. Can they get them? I hope so. Middlesbrough and Oxford are the two sides I've got my eyes on like a hawk in this 3 o'clock section of the Saturday. We are on adverts though on Soccer Saturday, so just quickly taking a quick nice little voice break as I can just imagine if Palace beat Liverpool. I mean, I'm going to be buzzing. I'm going to be buzzing. I'll tell you for John right now, I'm buzzing. That's a lot of clubs. Mansfield Town FC, AFC Mansfield, and Mansfield United. Well, I'm presuming the other two are non-league. And Mansfield Town are the real deal. But it's all about grassroots football, isn't it? So every club matters in one sense. Because grassroots clubs are what create footballers. And it's an update on the Ryder Cup for you. 6.5 to Europe, 3.5 USA. Still leading by 3. So 3.5 USA. Now 7.5 to Europe, just as we speak. So that lead increases to 4. So Europe 7.5 and USA 3.5. Ryder Cup, it's looking like a very special year in New York for Europe. First away win it could be. All be decided tomorrow, of course. But it could be our first away win since 2012, Europe in the Ryder Cup in New York. Once again, Europe 7.5, USA 3.5. Right, let's go back down into the scores once more, and then I'm going to have to remember to update my my bloody Nottingham Forest stream, because I need to make sure that the televising list is correct, because there's no Sky Sports main event today. If you do want to watch the oh no, bad news. Right, hang on a minute. Bruce Anderson has Robbie Diaz has got the second goal for Kilman, but there's bad news. It's not good news at St Mary's Stadium. It's a goal that does not go well with what you want. Adam Armstrong makes it 1-0 Southampton. Middlesbrough are behind. That could be a huge blow. Hopefully, they can get themselves back in it, Middlesbrough. Still 27 minutes to play. Come on, Middlesbrough. Just checking the scores once again now for League One. 2-0 Lincoln. Whoa. Goal shouts. City goal. I mean, that would have been a bit of a dramatic moment if Burnley had scored then to make it 2-1, but it's 2-1 City. And we will get to that one in just a moment. But first, let me tell you that Tendai Darikwa has found the back of the net for Lincoln. It's 2-0 Lincoln away to Peterborough United. And Mateus Nunes has found the back of the net for Manchester City. 2-1 then for them against Burnley. Man City 2, Burnley 1. Right, we'll update the ticker for you guys then. So, 2-1 City, 2-1 Leeds. Right then, let's go back into... he's saying something about Mansfield United. Right, okay. Okay, let everyone know Mansfield and Rainworth, thank you for that update. And goal, Port Vale put against Barnsley. Yes, it is 1-0. SofaScore was making its mind up then, but it has decided it's a goal for Port Vale. So let's find out who scored for Port Vale. What perfect timing that was from me. And also Mansfield have equalised. So we'll let you know about that in a moment's time. But first, who scored for Port Vale? Literally just scored as well, Port Vale, bless them. I know, Dragon Breath, I am aware, but Port Vale's flashed when I got to it, so I had to get to Port Vale first. Don't worry, you're coming. Jordan Lawrence Gabriel for Port Vale, 1-0 then to them, 25 minutes to go. Away to Barnsley. And now... for Mansfield Town, Tyler Roberts has found the back of the net to make it 1-1, 62nd minute. It is Mansfield Town 1, Rotherham United 1. Goal for Sheffield. Oh, my days. We'll check on League 2 in a minute, but there has been a goal for Sheffield United, and it's really going to ruin my Accra insurance now. But at the Kassam Stadium, potentially a bit of daylight for Sheffield United. Callum O'Hare has found the back of the net. Goal in the Scottish Premiership. 1-0 Celtic. Who's found the back of the net for Celtic? Well, we'll find out for you right away. But let me just click on Celtic so they come up on there. And I'm going to go up to the Premier League just to make sure we're not missing anything exciting. Are we? No. Okay, your Celtic goal scorer then, as we move back down to League 2 for you guys, is... Celtic 1, Hibs 0. We're still waiting on that goal confirmation. There it is. It's Kelechi Iheanacho, the former Leicester player, for Brendan Rodgers and Celtic. 1-0. Is it not going to count? Is it not going to count? I don't think it is. We'll get back to that Celtic game momentarily, but there's been a lot of goals going in, and there's been a goal, I think, for Walsall, Aidan Flint, 1-0, away to Accrington Stanley. Bristol Rovers now 2-1 against Salford. Goals from Ellis Harrison and Fabrizio Caven for Bristol Rovers, 2-1 ahead. There was a big whoa, so we'll get back to that in a minute. It's the Etihad. We're fine. Yeah, I am, as you can tell, a wreck of nerves with that Palace game, but I just hope that Palace can prevail. Grimsby Town, 5-1 up now against Cheltenham. It's an absolute battering for Cheltenham. It's Jaden Sweeney and Charles Vernon on the score sheet. There's 25 minutes to go. That could be really bad for Cheltenham. 3-1 City is the shout that we're getting. 3-1 City would not surprise me one bit. Yes, it is. It's another own goal from Esteve. A brace of own goals for him. And it's 3-1 City. Right. Breathe it in a minute. Let's just settle. Oh, I don't know. Oscar, but it was an own goal. It was an own goal. Yep, so that goal from Kelechi Iheanacho, by the way, does not stand. Just to get you guys all, it was a straight red for Chelsea. I don't have many details, but I can tell you Chelsea down to 10 men, 1-0 up though against Brighton. Into the Championship, where it's still not great for microinsurance and not great. Has a minute for Middlesbrough. Ooh, could something be changing? No. Okay, down to League One. Barnsley 0, Port Vale 1 still, and all the rest. We have got no other goal alerts to bring you in League One, but what about League Two? Sounds like there's been a goal at Crawley. I'm not too sure if I can be so. In fact, I think there might have been actually. Yes, I think by the sounds of it, Barrow have gone 2-0 up, but has there been a goal back for Crawley? We wait patiently. Oh, you gave him the information, did you? I'm still waiting on this. There we go. Geraldo Bajrami has pulled one back for Crawley Town, and it's 2-1 to Barrow. Oh, goal for Northampton. No, there was a very brief red flash there. I don't think there is a goal, though. Oh, no. In fact, I got the wrong game. I was in the wrong place because I think there's been a goal between Stockport County and Reading. It's an equaliser for Reading. It's Jack Marriott, and it's 1-1. Any goals, man. Middlesbrough, come on. Middlesbrough, come on, man. Come on, Middlesbrough. Ready? What's up? Right. We are just nothing in the Scottish Premiership. Anything in that Madrid derby? No. We're only 3 minutes into the second half, though. Bear in mind, plenty of time left in Madrid between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. Half an hour left to go before the clock hits 5 o'clock. Will we get some more excitement on this 3 p.m. focus, your final one before the international break? Unless, of course, Flixie FC wants to do it, but I'm sure he doesn't want a sore throat, so we'll have to wait and see. By the way, I've not got... Oh, something's gone on, because I just heard an audacious scream in the Soccer Saturday studio down my left ear. Let's find out what's been going on. I can hear... Oh, let's just hear what's going on here. So more Paul Merton's reported it should be 1-1 between Chelsea and Brighton. Brighton knocking on the door of Chelsea. But what about Dawson, maybe, who made a bit of a screech as well? Should be 1-1, says Hazard, confirming my judgment of that. Well, no, Paul Merson's judgment of that game. Paul Merson reporting on that one. What about Dawson? Did he see anything suspicious? Yeah, Michael Dawson's the man who we've got our eyes on today because he's got the big game at his hands. But we're okay. We're all good to go. So let's move on again. All right, into the Championship once more. We're too far down. We need to go to the Championship. Anything for you guys? Middlesbrough, maybe. No. We keep going down. Anything going on in League One? I can't see anything. Did I report on Northampton earlier? Is that a new goal? There is a new goal, in fact, for Northampton. It is 2-0. So there is a new goal. And it's probably just come in. Well, Cameron McGeehan scored to make it 1-0, I presume, 70 minutes. But then Sam Hoskins, 3 minutes later, puts the game away from Bolton. And it's 2 goals in 3 minutes. It's 2-0 Northampton Town. Against Bolton Wanderers, Fogden will not be happy. And neither will be Developer. Down into League 2. Can we see anything? Can we see anything? Can we see anything? Can we see anything? No. Yes, that one's been reported on. It was about 5-6 minutes ago, I think. Maybe 10. Don't know. Scottish Premiership. Nothing. Still Celtic 0-0. Wow. Hibernian putting on a great show of strength at Celtic Park. No, we don't want to hear from Charlton. No, thank you. We don't want to hear from the Valley. Thanks very much. Yep. Move. Just honestly, the only thing I'm really interested in, truthfully, myself, is Crystal Palace and Middlesbrough. I want Middlesbrough to equal. Oh, goal. Brighton, 1-1. Just coming through on Saver score. All square at Stamford Bridge. 10-man Chelsea 1, Brighton 1. Who is the Brighton goal scorer? It's the former Arsenal player. It's Danny Welbeck. And it is Brighton all level. It's Luke Linksjoy in that Worthing household for our former YouTuber and now 6-day-a-week barber, all square, Luke Link's joy, as Brighton level. Thank God Simon Thomas wasn't talking about Palace then, because I would have gone mad. Simon Thomas scared me then. I was like, oh, I am on the edge with this blooming Palace game. But Paul Merson's saying great goal, so great goal for Brighton. Right, back we go. Scottish Premiership, nothing to report on. Let's move on into the Championship. We go. Have we got anything exciting to report of? Yes, Middlesbrough level. Yes, 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 yes. I like that one. I like that one. Oh, I like that one. Mamadou Kalisene, all square, Middlesbrough, 1-1. That is what champions do when they are distressed at big stadiums like St Mary's against big teams like Southampton. Middlesbrough 1, Southampton 1, St Mary's Stadium, all to play for. Watford are also 2-1 ahead. Vivaldo has added a second goal for Watford after Oliver McBurney made it 1-0 Hull on the 25th minute. Imran loses equaliser, has now been turned into a winning scoreline by Vivaldo. 2-1 Watford at Vicarage Road. Any more reports for you lovely people who have been so good today? Once again, on your best behaviours. Oh, goal, 4-0 Plymouth. It's a great day for Pie. It's a great day for Argyle. 4-0 to Plymouth Argyle. We'll find out who the goal scorer is in just a moment whilst I check the other scores. Anything? Yes. Maybe for Northampton? No, not enough. No. Nothing. Nothing, yeah. So we can look down to League 2 in a minute then, but we'll find out who your fourth Argyle goals been scored by. Go away, 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 go away. Yeah, not yet. No, not yet. I hope your wife, yeah, you better be winding me up. You better be winding me up because honestly, I'm loving this Middlesbrough story. What a fairy tale. Yeah. Rebim Peppel has made it 4-0 Plymouth Argyle then. Great day in Burton, not too far away from St George's Park, the England training ground. Actually, Burton. Rightio, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? League 2, League 2, League 2, League 2, League 2. Was that a second goal for Walsall? Aaron Presley, 7 minutes ago, made it 2-0 Walsall. Don't know if I saw that, but there you go. That's one goal for you. Nothing changes in the Bristol game. Anything? No. Yes. One back for Shrewsbury. Yes, indeed. Chuks and Eke. 76 minutes, 2-1 against MK Dons. And nothing more. 5-0 Plymouth is the prediction at Burton. Oh, goal, offside, buggery. Oh, just for a split second then, so the score went 2-1 Middlesbrough, but I think it's been offside. Very, very quickly ruled out there. Oh, they're going to send me trippy. I was just scrolling up and I saw a red flash in the Middlesbrough game. I was like, oh. Still 1-0 Palace. I'm loving that. I am loving that. Right, we'll go back down. I thought for a moment then Dawson was about to shout. You can tell how edgy it is on this particular 3 o'clock focus with that huge Palace game in and amongst it. Let's take a check on the Atletico Madrid game where it's 3-2. Julian Alvarez penalty is the latest goal, 51st minute. We are now into the very near approaches of the hour mark. 3-2 between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. An absolute thriller in Madrid. Anything for you lovely people in the Championship. Maybe a goal for Middlesbrough. No. Oh, goal for Charlton. They look to have sealed it against Blackburn Rovers. It is 2-0. And that gives me a good chance to keep an eye on that Middlesbrough score for just a moment's time. But Charlton Athletic 2-0 up against Middlesbrough. Blackburn Rovers. Yeah, just about to say not Middlesbrough. 2-0 Charlton then. Who was it? Was it another one from Macaulay? Gillespie. I'm still waiting to find out who scored for Charlton. Come on. My eyes are glued on that Middlesbrough score, you know. There we go. Sonny Carey, 78th minute into 79th now. 2-0 Charlton Athletic against Blackburn Rovers. Looks to be job done there at the Valley for Charlton Athletic. Frimpong and Chiesa on. Wirtz and Canate off. 2 changes at Selhurst Park. Thank you for the update. Very much appreciated. League One is seeing any changes. Are we? No. Cardiff City still 1-0 up. They were up 1-0 up since the 17th minute. Very good performance that defensively from Cardiff, maintaining their lead and staying strong. And Newport have got one back against Chesterfield. It's Michael Spellman, who might be spelling a comeback at the SMH Group Stadium. 2-1 Chesterfield currently. Grimsby Town now 6-1 up against Cheltenham, who are having an absolutely embarrassing day from 1-0 up through Isaac Hutchinson to now 6-1 down. Loads of goal scorers, 9 men on the field. Not a great day at all if you're a Cheltenham fan. But it's 6-1 Grimsby Town. And the latest is from Jaden Sweeney, who had his second of the day. Any more goals? Come on, man. We need to see a goal for Middlesbrough, maybe even for Oxford, perhaps. But more importantly, could Palace get a second goal? We're having a look for you. We want to give you guys goal alerts. We want to bring them to you. They've not been quite as flowing as they were last Saturday, this Saturday. However, the excitement levels have probably been higher today than they were last Saturday because of the volatility of the games that are on show. Six minutes to go till we've got to get ready with the graphics for our next game, which is Nottingham Forest against Sunderland, our first Sunderland watch-along of the season. A huge game on Realltom Football. It'll be a final game of this Saturday. It'll be the final Saturday before the international break, with the reminder that I'm at the Emirates next week for Arsenal West Ham at 3 o'clock. But yes, folks, Forest against Sunderland is live for you guys at 5:15 with all the build-up to that 5:30 kickoff. Your final watch-along of today. And, of course, later, Spurs are against Wolves. Any goals in the Scottish Premiership? No, sir. Any goals? Any goals? Any goals? Any goals? Any goals? Any goals? No. Championship moving down to League One then once again. Any goals for you people? Have we got anything to show you? Tell you about? Yes, we have. Third goal for Lincoln City, and it's Justin Okibwu who adds the probably third and final goal. Adam Reach and Darikwa with the other two. 3-0 Lincoln City away to Peterborough United. Great result for Lincoln City after their defeat to Chelsea in midweek. League Two, we've got Chesterfield restoring their 2-goal cushion against Newport County. It's a third, and it's from Ronan Darcy. 3-1 Chesterfield, 2-goal cushion restored. Looks to be this game set and match, and Newport County defeated at SMH Group Stadium. 3-1 Chesterfield. It's now 7-1 to Grimsby, who are having a really good day. And the latest has come from Evan Curry against 9-man Cheltenham. 7-1 now, Grimsby Town. And that is the lot for you guys in League One, at League Two rather. But anything to come, just as we scroll up through League One, can we see anything? No. We're all good, I think. We're all good at the minute for goals. So we'll go back in a minute. And it's still 1-0 Palace. 81 minutes on that clock. Keep going, Palace. Keep going. We love you. 1, 2, 3. We love you, No. Do you know what? No. I'm not going to jinx anything. No. I'm not even going to try singing. No. I'm not going to jinx it. No. I'm glad I stopped myself then, because that probably would have jinxed it. No, do not jinx it. Ah. 4-2 now Atletico Madrid against Real Madrid in the Madrid derby. Oh dear, that is a scoreboard that if you're a Hala Madrid star, you may not like, because Julian Alvarez has scored again. 4-2. Still 0-0 between Celtic and Hibs. Any more in the Scottish Premiership? No, sir. Down we go. Once again, down we go. Yes, well, Oxford United are in my acca at the minute as well. Middlesbrough, unless things could change. It's almost as if SofaScore know how much that Middlesbrough game is being watched by me, because they keep flashing red, and then, yeah, oh, man. Right, down to League One. Anything. Is that a second goal for Port Vale? It is. It's Ryan Crosdale, and it's 2-0 Port Vale, away to Barnsley. After losing 6-0 to Brighton in the Cup, it is now a 2-0 defeat to Port Vale. 2-0 Port Vale. How much? 11 minutes, did you just say? Yeah, we're not going to be around for that. Mansfield 2-1, Rotherham late winner potentially. Oh, big goal. Big goal. It's going to send Dragon Breath wild. 2-1 Mansfield Town. Meanwhile, League One, can we see anything very exciting? We can. There's been a goal for Fleetwood. We'll just get... Hang on a minute. Who scored for Blooming Mansfield first? It's Dom Dwyer with a potentially winning goal for Mansfield. Right. Oh, God. Right. Fleetwood Town 3, Colchester United 2. Late winner there, 87 minutes. Jordan Davis, second in the day. Could that be the winning goal at Fleetwood against Colchester United? What a comeback. What a game. 4-1 Chesterfield. Now a 3-goal advantage after being pegged back to 1. They're all good, Chesterfield. The Spy Rights. 4-1 at the SMH Group Stadium. Latest goal from Dylan Markande. And also, a 3rd goal for Walsall against Accrington Stanley. And the latest, Albert Adoma, 90 plus 3. Looks to be job done for Walsall. Any more for you lovely people? The answer's no. Brighton 2-1 is being shouted. Right, hang on a minute. It's 2-2 at the Ellen Road. Luckily, there's nothing going on at Selhurst Park. Thank God for that. We want to keep Selhurst Park fairly quiet. So Leeds United, Bournemouth 2-2. A 3? Where's the... Oh. Don't. Man, you are getting me absolutely... No, I'm not jinxing it. You're not... No, I am not jinxing it. Okay? Shh. I am not jinxing it. I appreciate that. I'm not jinxing it. Flipping hell. Don't make me jinx it, please, because I am tempted to cheer for Palace, but I won't, because I do not want to jinx Crystal Palace. 2-1 Brighton. 2-2 Leeds. 4-1 City. Blimey O'Reilly, this is one Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoffs, isn't it just? Wow. Wow. Have Middlesbrough found a winner? Have Middlesbrough found a winner? No, it's finished 1-1, which means if Oxford can't find 2 late goals, the Acker insurance is all gone. And I should have picked perhaps Charlton Athletic against Blackburn Rovers and perhaps Watford against Hull City. What a game. Made the wrong calls, but Middlesbrough still point earned. Need to get the 3 points next time, though. The pressure will be on. Oh, goal! And it's for... No. Nothing. Ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me. Approaching 4:55. Any more for you people? Final score at Exeter. 1-0 Huddersfield. What a win for Huddersfield. Or Argyle still 4-0. Yeah, nothing changes. Nothing changes in League One. And we've had a second full-time whistle. Stockport County 1. Reading 1. Hard-fought point for Reading. Final whistle. 4-0 Plymouth Argyle. Mansfield is 2-1. Yes. I think. Is it? Last time I checked, it's 2-1. No, it's a 2-1. It's a 2-1. Final whistle. Palace have equalised. Ow, that hurts. That bloody friggin' stings. Ah. Oh, no. The Late Late Show. Shit the bed. Palace. I can't do any more score reading. That's it now. I think I'm finished for the day. I've still got to go at 5:15 though for one more. Fucking hell, Palace. There's a VAR check in progress, guys. There is. And this is brilliant. This is absolutely... Oh, dear. Man City have won 5-1. Fifth and final goal was from Erling Haaland. I think that is a winning price boost, is it? It most certainly is, but we need to check if there's over 10.5 corners. Let's just make sure. And indeed, there is over 10.5 corners. That's a £3.38 price boost victory on that Man City Burnley game with Erling Haaland being a goal scorer. 3 or more win for Manchester City. Yep, we're winning. It's a winner. £3.38 to add to the £2.20 win. Let's make sure as well that we're also looking at a potential another winner with the Leeds Bournemouth game hitting over 1.5 goals, both teams scoring. But the question is, was there over 1.5 goals in the first half? And was there over 10.5 corners? We'll find out in just a moment's time. But first, it is time for me to get ready for our next game, which is Nottingham Forest, who are up in action against Sunderland. Sunderland's first watch along with the season on Realltom Football. All the build-up comes from 5:15. Do make sure you join us. Nottingham Forest against Sunderland is your third and final piece of content on Realltom Football on what is the final Saturday before the international break. Remember, folks, there is no Saturday content next weekend, so make the most of it. No, I've got 2-1, mate, on SofaScore. I'll double check for you. I've got 2-1. I've got 2-1 down on SofaScore. I'm having a look for you. I'm having a look, but I've got 2-1 on SofaScore. Yep, 2-1 Mansfield. Still 2-1 on SofaScore. That's what SofaScore are saying. I think that might be a third goal for Charlton. At the Valley, it's a blooming glorious day for Charlton. They've not had a bad start to the season, have they? Yep, 3-0 Charlton. Blackburn Rovers defeated and out. Off they go, back up northwest, just past Nitwig and Northwestern, and up just to the west, to the east rather, of Preston, and very close to Accrington. I don't know why I even did. I don't know where that came from. Blackburn is very close to Accrington, though. Accrington is very close to Blackburn, in fact. Goal! Oh, God. Goal. What kind of goal? Oh. 3-1 Brighton. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Big day. Big goals, big win for Brighton. And it's Luke Link's ecstaticness in the good old seaside town of Worthing, just to the west of Brighton. There will be one blonde-haired Luke Link celebrating his nuts off as it's a 3-1 victory at Stamford Bridge for Brighton and Albion. Job done for the Seagulls, surely you would feel. Can Crystal Palace find a late winner? Can it still stay 1-1? We'll find out. But here on Realltom Football, that is it from me. Thank you all for your company. And we'll see you all at 5:15 then, folks. Next up, it is time for Nottingham Forest against Sunderland. We'll have the final roundup of those Premier League scores coming up 5:15.